All right, if you see me reaching for the Kleenex, it's not because I'm crying, it's because I have a cold. I don't cry much. It's nothing like seeing a grown man cry. That's what I really like. Before I call up my family, oh, sorry, Gary. Before I call up my family, I want to thank the Chamber of Commerce for putting this event together. I want to thank the sponsors for their support, and of course I want to thank New Haven for a great venue to put this on. I also want to, and I say thanks. I say this every time I'm here, but it's worth saying. When you think of the thousands of students that have come through the Vista District, you being selected for Rising Star Student of the Month is an amazing feat. You students are truly in rarefied air, and I want to say congratulations to all of you. A really quick note, because I know Coach Bickley's would repeat everything I have to say about this young man, but I've known him for 3 years, and to me he's remarkable. And words that describe his character to me are honesty, integrity, genuineness, humility. The thing that I could say about him, and Nicole will understand exactly what I mean. He's a young man. If he asked to date or marry one of my daughters, I would say yes. Chase, come on up. Chase Webb and family.
All right. Hello, my name is Chase Webb. I would like to thank the sponsors of this Chamber of Commerce for this opportunity. This is my dad, Gary, and then my mom taking pictures in the back, Paula. And then this is my basketball coach, Coach Bickley, who has been a constant mentor and has really poured his heart and soul in me all 4 years that I played varsity basketball. And then Mr. King, my principal, who always cares so much for me and I know I can talk to in any situation. And this is a privilege to share to you today what I have learned over the course of high school and how I can make a contribution moving on to college. At the age of 12, I wanted to earn some extra money, so I started a lawn mowing business. I went door to door delivering business cards, and I practiced for over 6 months on my own yard with the guidance of my dad. I'm actually still doing it to this day. It taught me the value of working hard, and I believe that is my greatest contribution to my community and society. I'm not afraid to get dirty and work hard. I was responsible to meet the needs of my customers every single week, and I maintained regular correspondence and provided excellent service. One of my customers actually tried to set me up with his babysitter. I spent long hours working tough jobs. I learned how to build retaining walls, reseed yards, and maintain weekly service. This also helped develop my relational skills, which is one of my strong suits. Through the basketball program at school, I was actually blessed to come in contact with a family who believed I would be a great influence on their 2 young boys. One of them had special needs. On a weekly basis, I will babysit for them, for one, if not both of them, that allows the mom a little break from the challenges she faces every single day. I really enjoy working and serving with kids, so this fit really well with me. It taught me patience, compassion, and meeting the needs of others, something that I will as well take to college. Though I have not decided where I plan to attend next year, I've been accepted to Westmont, Menlo, William Jessup, George Fox, Vanguard, and a couple other schools. I plan to study business and marketing because my mom and dad both had excellent careers, and I've had lots of exposure to that, to the business industry, and I'm very interested. I also plan to play college basketball wherever I end up. Thank you again for the sponsors and your time.
All right, I count it a real privilege and blessing to be able to nominate Chase. What a strong young man. I'm going to address the area of athletics because I had the privilege to be his coach for 4 years. And he started varsity as a freshman, but the very first tournament, he had a major injury and had to sit out and rehab that rest of that year. And then late in summer, he decided, or the doctor decided that he could come back. And in warming up, he was injured again. And I share that with you for this reason, as to he could have been devastated and given up, but he showed a tremendous amount of strength. He's a strong young man. That strength comes from his faith. He's very strong in his faith, and God has used him in that way. And so as a coach, one of the most important things on any team is the leadership role. And many times you go seasons without a strong leader that inspires and equips not only those around him, but those that he competes against. And I've been doing this for almost 45 years as far as varsity coaching, and I honestly can say Chase is one of the finest leaders that I've had in every area. Being inspiring his teammates, but yet being a competitor, being demanding, on the other hand being humble. And so just a tremendous young man, and it's really a privilege and an honor to see him get this award, and he's very worthy of it. Thank you very much.
Hi, my name is Gary, and I'm Chase's dad. And I too want to thank the Vista Chamber of Commerce as well as the other sponsors. I also, and this might be an inopportune time to say this, Chase, but I want you to know that you have my permission to date Rosa. Rosa, I don't know if you're dating anyone at the present time, but you seem like an amazing person. And I haven't checked with my wife, but I'm pretty sure she's good with this as well. I want to share something that is very unextraordinary about my son. His first season of youth basketball, he did not score a single point. I say this only because from literally the time he came out of his mother's womb, he has had an affinity for the game of basketball. He's worn out, prior to that he had worn out Little Tykes hoops. He played imaginary games in the family room. There was just this incredible passion within him for playing the game. So to see him play his first season, and it wasn't attributable to a lack of shots, it wasn't attributable to a lack of effort that he didn't score any points, but he didn't. And yet he wasn't deterred. And he went on in that very next season to become one of the very best players. And that's what we witnessed over the course of him moving his way through grade school, and as Coach alluded to, being able to play varsity basketball, to start on a varsity basketball team as a freshman. That was pretty extraordinary. Literally 4 1/4 games into his first varsity season, he dislocated his kneecap. And it's a very painful injury, but it's one that he was able to recover from non-operatively. And so 8 weeks later, he returned to the floor. 3 games later, very same injury. 3 weeks later, had to have surgery for that knee. Over the course of the next 4 or 5 months, immobilization, physical rehab every day. Never any complaining, never any why me, but just a commitment to getting better and seeing this as an opportunity for his character to be shaped in a very positive way. As Coach alluded to, he made his way back onto the floor for literally the very last summer basketball game. And in warm-ups, elevating no more than 6 inches off the floor, something happened. And we didn't know at the time exactly what that was, but 3 days later we learned that his kneecap had broken into several pieces. That the surgeon, a half a dozen months earlier, had drilled a hole a little bit higher than it should have been. Back in a cast, physical therapy, he never wavered in his commitment to getting back on the floor. And Chase, he went on to have a very accomplished high school career, but that's not what we're most proud about. We're most proud about the fact that you have had adversity, you've never shied away from it, you have allowed it to shape your character in a very positive way. And though Chase's identity is not in being a basketball player, he's an amazing human being. he demonstrated through that season of life that adversity, difficult circumstances can have very positive outcomes. And so Chase, on behalf of Mom and me, thank you. We're very proud of you. I'm serious, Rosa.
Gary the matchmaker. I'm sure Paula enjoys that. Excuse me, you know, that reminds me, I forgot one character trait above many for Chase, and that's perseverance. Because, man, this kid has demonstrated that.